Ordered to spend 5 years in prison today after a pursuit in Omaha. Luciano Longo was sentenced in Douglas County Court. The judge chastised him, saying he had anger issues and was not remorseful. Court documents claim Longo drove 100 miles per hour while fleeing police in October. Officers say he ran red lights and stop signs while driving into oncoming traffic on Dodge. It ended when Longo crashed near 40th and Maple. He entered a no contest plea for the two charges and waived a pre-sentence investigation.